This is the presentation for the fifth Sunday of Lent, Year A, and it focuses on the Gospel reading, Jesus raises Lazarus from the dead. The doctrine point is as follows. The raising of Lazarus was a sign of Christ's power over death. Martha's faith enables Jesus to give hope in eternal life. When Jesus asked Martha if she believed he was the resurrection and the life, she replied, "Yes, Lord, I have come to believe that you are the Christ, the Son of God, the one who is coming into the world." You need the gospel characters for this, a selection of those, some of the apostles. Jesus is from the gospel characters, and it's got three backdrops here. It lends itself to that. So you have the wealthy house that Lazarus lived in. He was a wealthy person apparently, and lived in a house that reflected that, and this is a sample of the interior of a house at the time. Then you have a garden scene or a coming towards a house scene here. And over here there is a tomb setting with a tombstone borrowed from the empty tomb. You could also have a map of Jerusalem. I don't have that one with me today. So this is how the presentation goes. Today is the fifth Sunday of Lent. The Gospel tells us that Jesus raised his friend Lazarus from the dead. Lazarus of Bethany, his brother of Mary and her sister Martha, was ill. So the sisters sent a message to Jesus, "Lord, he whom you love is ill." When Jesus heard it, he said, "This illness does not lead to death. Rather, it is for God's glory, so that the Son of God may be glorified through it." And then Jesus stayed 2 days longer in the place where he was. Then he said to the disciples, "Let us go to Judea again." He told them, "Our friend Lazarus has fallen asleep, and I'm going there to awaken him." The disciples said to him, "Lord, if he has fallen asleep, he will be all right." But Jesus then spoke plainly, "Lazarus is dead. For your sake, I'm glad I was not there, so that you may believe. But let's go to him." When Jesus arrived, Lazarus had been in the tomb for 4 days. Now, Bethany was near Jerusalem, and many of the Jews had come to Martha and Mary to console them about their brother. When Martha heard that Jesus was coming, she went and met him, while Mary stayed at home. Martha said to Jesus, "Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died. But even now I know that God will give you whatever you ask of him." Jesus said to her, "Your brother will rise again." And Martha replied, "I know he will rise again in the resurrection on the last day." Jesus said to her, "I am the resurrection and the life. Those who believe in me, even though they die, will live. And everyone who lives and believes in me will never die. Do you believe this?" And she said, "Yes, Lord. I believe that you are the Messiah, the Son of God, the one who is coming into the world." Then Jesus, greatly disturbed, came to the tomb. It was a cave, and a stone was lying against it. Jesus said, "Take away the stone." Martha said to him, "Lord, there's already a stench because he's been dead for 4 days." Jesus said to her, "Did I not tell you that if you believed, you would see the glory of God?" So they took away the stone. And Jesus looked upward and said, "Father, I thank you for having heard me. I knew always that you hear me. But I have said this for the sake of the crowd standing here, so that they may believe that you sent me." Then he said in a loud voice, "Lazarus, come out." The dead man came out. His hands and feet were bound with strips of cloth. His face was wrapped in a cloth. And Jesus said, "Unbind him and let him go." And many of the Jews who had come with Mary and had seen what Jesus did believed in him. I wonder why Jesus waited 2 days before he travelled to Bethany. Bethany is close, by the way, to Jerusalem. This is quite good to show the children on the map. He was actually not in Judea when he heard the news and travelled through the country after waiting 2 days. So it was quite a journey. I wonder why he waited for 2 days before he travelled to Bethany. I wonder what Jesus means when he said, "Those who believe in me, even though they die, will live." I wonder in what way a person who believes in Jesus will live, even if they die. And does this story apply to us too? Or this promise, rather?